Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to our channel. Allow messages for her. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I wish you knew this. I wish you knew this before everything changed. Before silence became the loudest thing between us. There are words I never said out loud. Not because they weren't true, but because I was afraid of what they would expose in me. This is one of those words. I wish you knew how deeply you mattered to me, even when I acted like you didn't. I know how that sounds now. Too late, too convenient, but I need you to understand the truth that lived behind my hesitation. When you first came into my life, I felt something shift, not excitement, not obsession, recognition. Like my soul knew yours before my mind caught up. You felt familiar in a way I couldn't explain, safe in a way I didn't trust it, and instead of honoring that, I questioned it. I told myself to stand grounded, to not get ahead of myself, to not fall too fast. I didn't realize I was already falling. I remember the way you listened, not just to my words, but to the pauses, the things I avoided saying. You saw through me gently, never demanding, never forcing. And that kindness broke something open in me. I had learned love through choice, through uncertainty, through proving and surviving. You offered love through consistency, through patience, through choosing me quietly every day. I didn't know how to receive that, so I stayed guarded. When you leaned in, I deflected when you got close. I minimized what we were when it started to feel real. I wish you knew it wasn't because I didn't care. It was because I cared more than I knew how to handle. I wish you knew how many times I wanted to tell you everything. How many nights I lay awake replaying conversations, rewriting moments where I should have been braver. There were things I wanted to confess. That you were changing me, that you made me want to be better, that loving you scared me because it felt permanent. But I swallowed those words. I told myself I had time, that love would wait, that would it still be there once I figured myself out. I didn't realize love doesn't wait forever, it's need to be made. I see now how my silence taught you to stop asking, how my distance taught you to protect your heart, how my uncertainty made you feel alone even when I was right there. That was never my intention, but intentions don't heal wounds. I wish you knew how much I admired your strength. The way you kept loving without bitterness, the way you showed up even when you weren't sure I would. I wish you knew how often I almost reached for you and stopped myself at the last second, not because I didn't want you, but because I was afraid of becoming dependent on something so real. I thought love was supposed to feel like control, like certainty, like safety guaranteed. You taught me love is stressed, and I wasn't ready to give it. By the time I realized what was happening, you had already begun to let go, not dramatically, quietly. That quiet was devastating because it told me you had made peace with my absence long before I noticed it. I wish you knew how losing you changed me, how it stripped away excuses I didn't know I was hiding behind, how it forced me to confront the ways I ran from vulnerability. You were never asking for too much, I was giving too little. I wish you knew that if I could go back, I wouldn't protect myself the way I did. I would risk being seen, risk being hurt, risk loving you out loud because whatever pain I was trying to avoid, it doesn't compare to the ache of knowing I didn't show up fully when it mattered. I don't know where you are now, who you have become, who gets to experience the depth of your heart, but I hope they don't hesitate. I hope they choose you without fear. I hope they don't make you wonder what you mean to them. You deserve clarity, consistency, courage. And I wish you knew that even in my silence, even in my distance, I was loving you in ways I didn't yet understand. This letter isn't a request, it's not an apology that asks for forgiveness, it's simply the truth I carried too long. If this is the last thing you ever hear from me, let it end here. I wish you knew that loving you was never my mistake, losing you was. Thanks for watching, please subscribe.